So we're waiting for basically this huge moment in the crypto market. It's something that's probably going to bring in a lot of new, fresh capital. And in fact, it may be the catalyst that kicks off our next leg, which would be huge for Shiba Inu. I want to talk about why that is. Now, what I'm discussing is Ethereum spot ETFs. We're trying to obviously figure out when this final approval is going to take place. When are things going to launch? And the interesting thing about this is it may in fact be tomorrow. Now, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. I'm purely speculating based on something that took place earlier this year. Ow, that hurt. And this was the approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs. So for those who need a reminder, this was all taking place back in January. So on Monday, January 8th, we actually saw these entities basically rushing to file their final S1 forms, right? Their final S1 applications. And this actually all took place just a couple days before we had this final approval for Bitcoin spot ETFs. So January 8th was the date that they got in their S1 amendments. And then January 10th was the day we got the actual approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs. Now, fast forward to today, or at least yesterday. Yesterday, we had all these entities filing their updated S1 applications, coincidentally taking place on July 8th, 6 months following the basically final applications for Bitcoin spot ETFs. So you have these entities that have now been getting these in a very, very short time frame. It seems like we were kind of dragging things out and then just boop, in a very short window, all these S1 applications are filed. Does this mean that we have an imminent spot Ethereum ETF approval coming maybe July 10th? All right. Now, again, this is just me trying to be cute, January 10th, July 10th, 6 months after the fact. This may in fact be the case. Why are all these entities rushing to in fact get these in? Now, know that this is going to happen at some point. Gary Gensler and the SEC had talked about at some point during the summer being the time that they would expect these to be approved. We're now basically in the middle part of summer, so it would make a lot of sense. I think at least by the end of this month, they're going to be done. But if this happens tomorrow, you're going to see probably a big rocket in the market. And the reason why is two things. The market isn't really anticipating this launch right now. You basically seen a big bleed off. You've seen a lot of selling that's been taking place. We've been absorbing a lot of this negativity. So this isn't basically a sell the news event, right? That was basically all the way back here. This is where we got, actually right here, this is where we got the news and we dealt with subsequent selling following that. So this would be something that would in fact be a buy the news event. Now, why this is good for Shiba Inu, guys, is you have to remember some of Shib's largest pairings, its largest LPs are with Ethereum. When Ethereum tends to move to the upside, it tends to drag alts with it, Shiba Inu included. The great thing about this is because of all this liquidity that's been removed for Shiba Inu, it can move very, very quickly to the upside. That is a very, very big deal. And this is something that, again, can basically spark this next leg of the bull run. All right. Now, again, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. And again, this is just kind of speculation based on what we've seen in the past. These S1 amendments, these final S1 applications, they tend to be in a very short time frame before these final approvals take place. So that's what we're seeing. We'll see if tomorrow is the date, but make sure you guys pay attention. I appreciate you as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Catch you in the next one. Take care.